Welcome to New Vienna, Ohio, a small rural town in Clinton County, founded in 1853. I grew up just outside of this little town for my entire life. My parents moved here after graduating from Wilmington College. My town is based around a little gazebo with a clock that has never been correct in my 21 years of life. It's a quiet place, but it's home. My family is very important to me. Growing up, my sister was always my biggest supporter. I always wanted to be her little shadow. Even though we are two completely different people, I don't know what I would have done without her guidance. I will never be able to give her enough credit for making me the woman I am today and for all the great memories we have together. She led the way and did all the first steps for me. I just had to follow her footsteps. My dad and I may never completely agree on livestock or TV shows, but he has taught me the importance of hard work, accountability, being your own hero, and how to laugh at yourself. Between his corny jokes and wise words, he has been a big contributor to my leadership skills. My mom has taught me everything I need to know about being a strong farm girl. She taught me how to cook, how to take care of sick animals, how to start a conversation with anyone, and how to work just as hard as the boys. My mom has been my biggest cheerleader through everything I've ever done. Speaking of cheerleading, I was an Astros cheerleader for 10 years. Through my 10 years, I have seen some really bad leaders and some really great ones. As one can imagine, when there's a large group of girls, there can be some pretty big dysfunctional conflicts. Through cheerleading, I learned that unless you change those conflicts to functional ones, then the team will never win. Dysfunctional teams will suffer in competitions. So we had to learn to work as a team in order to achieve the success we all wanted. Trust me, when you practice 2 hours every single day, plus all summer, and compete almost every weekend, you want to succeed in competitions. If not, you're wasting everyone's time. This showed me what I needed to know in college too. Life happens for those who show up. My FFA story starts with my parents. They were presidents of rivalry chapters and gave me a foundation of appreciation for agriculture and this wonderful organization. I was chapter secretary, but I served a larger leadership role than that. My best friend Allison and I planned convention trips, started new programs, and ran our FFA chapter. Our chapter depended on our leadership, and we were role models for younger members. We distributed our powers to these members because we knew our time was limited. Also, this was when we learned that trying to do everything doesn't make you a good leader. It makes you crazy. In the crazy state, it makes it really easy to make unethical decisions. The friendships I have made through FFA and the skills I have learned have shaped my leadership style. It allowed me to find my passion in livestock and also helped me decide that I wanted to pursue a degree in agriculture. I achieved the organization's highest degree, the American FFA degree, which allowed me to make my own mark on my family's legacy. Through 4-H and FFA, I received the honor of being crowned the 2010 Clinton County Fair Queen. I enjoyed this role because I got to make others feel important. The Fair King and I showed up at every show because we wanted the kids to realize how important their accomplishments were. I learned a lot about myself that year, and I learned how to work with others. I competed at the state level for the Ohio Fair Queens contest, where I learned a lot about leadership. Faith plays a huge part in my ethical decision making. I have found so much strength in my faith to help me get through some tough situations, and it took me having some serious health issues for me to realize how much I needed God in my life. Luckily, I have 2 roommates that are great at keeping me faithful, even on bad days. Building strong relationships with people I come in contact with is very important to me. This is how we achieve more. It doesn't mean that we have to be best friends with everyone, but it does mean that we can get along. My ultimate drive to be the best person I can be is this little girl right here. My niece Chloe was born last May and has stolen my heart ever since. I know as she grows, she will be watching me and be impacted by my actions. I can already see it in our weekly conversations that she's learning from me. I want to teach her so many things, but the most important thing I want to teach her is how to be a good leader, a good follower, and how to be good in a world where it's less common to be a good person. I don't want her to be a pushover, but I don't want the world to make her think it's okay to do things that are obviously unethical just because everyone else is doing it. Everyone should have a solid foundation of values that helps them know where they stand, and I want to help her find hers.